Gone rogue, an airline employee steals a plane and crashes it. The last thing he said before the plane came down next. Also, anti-corruption protests in Romania's capital, hundreds injured in clashes with police. We'll have the latest. Also, a chase at sea, a hot pursuit by the Mexican Navy leads to a drug bust. We'll have more on this stunning video coming up. Hello and welcome. I'm Lynda Kinkade and this is CNN Newsroom. An investigation is underway into how and why a US airline employee made off with a passenger jet and then fatally crashed it. The National Transportation Safety Board is on site near Seattle to examine the wreckage and recover the flight recorders. The aircraft was empty when the ground service workers stole it and took it on an hour-long ride filled with stunts. Air traffic controllers tried to talk him down.
All right, Rich, this is Captain Bill. Congratulations, you did that. Now let's try to land that airplane safely and not hurt anybody on the ground.
All right. Damn it, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I was kind of hoping that was going to be it, you know.
Well, he died when the plane crashed into a wooded area of the island. The White House says the president has been briefed on the situation. Our next guest saw the scene play out and captured this video of the plane flying above houses. Courtney Junker joins me now from Eatonville, Washington via Skype. Thanks for being with us, Courtney.
Oh, no problem.
I understand you were at a friend's house when you saw this plane flying pretty low. Just take us through what you saw.
Well, I was actually in the back of the alley from my house out there visiting with friends. And I had looked north and saw a plane coming. I live in a small town at the base of Mount Rainier. It's about 2 square miles. We do have a small municipal airport, but no planes this size have ever landed here. And I looked at my husband and said, oh my gosh, look at the plane that's coming, look at that. And then I got my phone out and started recording. And it was so close that we could almost see inside the cockpit. It was, I mean, just at the tip of the houses.
That is unbelievable and obviously pretty scary. And this pilot was speaking to traffic controllers at the time. I just want to play a little bit more of that audio for our viewers to listen to. Let's just listen in.
I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now.
There's obviously a great deal of questions about his mental health. What do you make of the fact, Courtney, that you've since found out, since seeing that plane flying so close to your home, that someone that worked at the airport was able to pretty much take a plane, a passenger jet, and fly it and steal it?
Well, this whole situation has been insane. First to see the plane, and then to see the F-15s come in about a minute to 2 minutes later. But he was a Horizon worker, and they have to go through extensive background checks. They also have to go through background checks at Seattle International Airport too. There's cameras everywhere. It's not something that he could just walk onto a plane.
He did just that, right?
So he was a worker. So he did have access to the planes. It's not something that happens. I don't know if it's ever happened. It's just an unfortunate incident, a terrifying, unfortunate incident.
What was going through your mind when you saw this plane flying so close to your homes, and then you saw these military jets flying behind it, and this, of course, went on for an hour?
So where we were, we got video and everything before it was released in the news media, and the F-15s coming through afterwards. It solidified my fears. Because we don't have those type of airplanes that come out here, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, we have some terrorist attack going on. It was terrifying. And then when he flew north towards Joint Base Lewis McChord, which is our Air Force base and Army base together, and then hearing the sonic booms from the F-15s, it was, I can't even put into words. My kids were crying, the neighbors were crying. It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying, especially with how low he flew. I've never seen a commercial airline fly that low unless they were landing.
Right, absolutely horrifying, and just very lucky there were no passengers on that plane and that it landed in a pretty remote area. Courtney Junker, appreciate your perspective from what you saw. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.